Hello, friend. Do you need directions to the inn? Well, your journey has been successful. Stenrick blood certainly runs through my veins. Marcel Stenrick? Well, that was my great-grandmother's name. Is that really her sword? I grew up listening to stories of... This is amazing! Our family used to be much more prominent back in my great-grandmother's day. Maybe her sword will turn our fortunes around. Maybe... I'll always treasure Dame Marcel's sword. Perhaps it will just what my parents told me. I never met my great-grandmother. Dame Marcel... In the story, Doral's son Lanciot was kidnapped on the road to North Point by a dozen of Tamrith's most ruthless warriors.
Only the finest wares here.
This work isn't going to do itself.
Fine goods for sale.
Buying? Selling? I wasn't always a beggar.
Hello? My cart...
Have mercy.
too?
I've a fine selection to choose from.
Help someone in need?
You hear what the cultists were doing at Eagle's Brook? Nasty business.
Only the finest wares here.
I beg of you.
Hello there.
No matter the troubles assaulting.
Hail.
Don't chase trouble, or it will chase you.
Greetings.
Loop Guru.
Huh! Can you believe that? I heard what Martin said. He's either completely delusional, or we have enough. We found his boot prints in the mud outside the broken window. He was involved. I'm not sure he was alone, but he was there. In fact, that friend of his, that Olivier, I suspect he may have helped with the robbery. And that's the thing. Olivier said he didn't see Martin at all that night. Some friend, huh? If they weren't such amateurs,
Vampire.
though, I don't think the constable would have made the deal with Captain Thayer.
Vampire. Vampire werewolf.
Welcome to the Dusklight Inn. Not exactly the lap of luxury, but we try to make our customers comfortable. The cost of a room's cheap. What? You mean because Martin's in the stocks? I don't know if I'd say that makes things harder. Wait, did Martin say something to you? Really? Well, the truth is that Martin's only ever been a drain on our family's resources. His big ideas never amount to a hill of beans.
Help the transformation vampire.
Help the transformation vampire. Ordered to become a vampire?
Ah, an adventurer. Always so inspiring to have someone like you around town.
I hope my son Martin would take up an exciting... No, I'm afraid the opposite is true. He's never had a good role model, you know. His dear father was King Rancer's most trusted general.
For me.
I do. Martin's always been ashamed. Every chance he's had to make something of himself, he's shied away from it for fear that he would fail, like his father did. If he knew his father died, I worry that if he enlists just to get out of trouble, that would be the wrong reason. If someone could tell Martin that his...
That person looks like they're dead.
Does no one care?
Nope, no one cares.
Oh, hi there.
Level.
Level 31. Almost 32.
They are going to release me, aren't they? Has Olivier really not come forward? Why? Olivier's not going to vouch for me, is he? That backstabbing arsehole. I can't enlist, though. I just can't. I'm just not cut out to be a soldier. And my mother and my sister need me here. Really? She said that? I guess it's true. My plans for making gold haven't really panned out.
You've certainly done your due diligence. I really appreciate the efforts, but you did. Excellent. I don't know what you said to him, but I don't care. You really have... If it was up to me, no. But our numbers are low and we can't be picky. Besides...
Oh, 32 now.
Damn trash, that's all it is. Let it be known that Jaren's Ironworks sells nothing but dung. They call them swords, but you can't get an edge on one of these Oh no, not another one. What's it take to be a recruiter? The inability to understand verbal language? If you want me to write it down for you, I can carve it on your arse. I already told that old Sal. Bunch of elf-loving weaklings that run around Rivenspire getting kicked in the arse. People I run with, they eat members of the Shornhelm Guard for breakfast. Ha! You want to bet on how long you'll last, or whether you just turn tail the moment you see him? Nah, this could be fun, though. Beat my boyfriend, I'll enlist. If he beats you, well, he'll just take the road south out of town. That's where we do our business. Don't worry about finding Govaled. He'll find you. Oh, and don't expect a formal challenge. Just be ready to fight.
Yeah, I'm a cower. I'm a cower down.
Finest merchandise around.
Your boyfriend wrecks all the things, don't he?
Aid me!
No, I was expecting north. Amazing.
Split up!
I killed your boyfriend.
How vile! Is that a piece of Govaled's brain on your boot? What are you, some kind of monster? Only joking around, of course. You beat him, huh? I'm impressed. Nah, that's what that bastard deserves for sneaking around behind my back with that little Bosmer wench. I knocked her off myself. Nope, I haven't got any hard feelings. In fact, I'd say that was the easiest breakup ever. I suppose so. Govaled's gone, and to be honest, I was pretty sick of sitting around down there by the road and hassling people for a handful of coins.
Oh well, it was worth a try. I knew she was something of a long shot with an attitude like... You did? Well, being Argonian's aunt, I really didn't think you could pull that off. You missed your calling, my friend. You should have been... While we're waiting for Syco to finally get here, what do you say to taking on the most unlikely prospect of the bunch? If you can recruit this young man, I'll eat my dagger. He's... awkward. Julien Riziol, that's his name. He seems like a sharp young man, and he's had a little training. The problem is that Julien is more interested in chasing girls than glory. Some might even say he's pathetic, but he is a prospect. I don't know. I tried to tell him that no girl can resist a man with a few scars, but that didn't seem to sway him. Unfortunately, I lost my patience after that, and now he won't even come near me. If anyone can convince him, though, it's you.
I've been watching you, going around town, cleaning up the mess that beastly soldier woman created by offending everyone. You must have a golden tongue, getting folks to enlist after that. You won't persuade me, though. Because I'm close. I've been courting Gwendolyn for 3 years, and I think I'm finally close to winning her heart. If I leave town now, by the time I get back, that would make everything perfect. If I had her love, I could enlist and fight with the strength of 10 soldiers. That's not going to... Good luck with that. I've been trying to figure her out for years now.
Don't get me wrong. You're very attractive, and I'm sure you're very nice. But I'm not seeing any... It's not that I don't like him. He's brave, kind, and handsome. He's perfectly... acceptable. He's just not very exciting. I don't know. I want the feeling from the storybooks. I want my skin to flush and my heart to quicken. I want butter...
The constable and I are taking bets on how long before Martin annoys an officer and winds up back in the stocks. I really do wish him the... Why? Are you looking to court my sister too? Suitors have been lining up for months. That Julianne is the worst. I'd be happy to see her wed almost... Oh. Well, in that case, I know. Tell Julian to give her some flowers. She...
So little time.
I've been thinking. Gwendolyn says I don't really love her. It's just some kind of silly infatuation. Something romantic, something unique. I know. A bouquet of rare flowers, though I'd need help picking them. Or I could serenade her with a poem. Of course, I don't know any poems. Or maybe a beautiful necklace.
Not now, friend, please. Not now. We have so much work to do. You mean that stuck-up woman who lives across the way? I know she's been turning suitors away for months. I think she's waiting for some...
If that Captain Thayer comes around here again, someone's going to get hurt. That wench called me a coward, because I prefer to work here rather than join the Schornhelm Guard. Not much. She's a pretty girl, but I think it's gone to her head. She does have a heart, though. She's always at the inn whenever there's a minstrel.
This is wearisome. Buying, selling, trading.
I've been thinking. Something romantic. I think so, too. I noticed her flirting with a minstrel once. She practically swooned whenever he opened his mouth.
Just resting the legs for a few minutes here and letting my friends graze. No matter how bad things get. I'm a cattle wrangler. I ride around these parts watching people's herds. I've been working for the Edralds for most of the last week. Oh, of course! I love poems. They're very personal, though. You have to write them from your heart. I have some amazing ones, but I wouldn't feel comfortable sharing them.
I would stand here and drink myself to death, but I can't even afford to do that. My mother told me that if I became a poet, I would starve to death. Yes, for whatever that's worth. I haven't had a decent meal in more than a week. Who wants to buy a book of silly love poems?
In the springtime so fair, the ladies sow the seed. When harvest rolls around, I'm still drinking mead. Are you jesting? I'm an expert. I won last year's poetry joust in Orsinium. I know every poem. Oh, again with the jests. I wrote the best love poem ever. Makes all the ladies fall madly in lust. In the springtime...
Oh, I know you. Ingrid Van told me to give you her regards.
The more I think about this poetry idea, the more I like it. It's the perfect way to show Gwendolyn both the strength of my mind and the depth of my passion. Well, no, I was planning how I was going to do it, not what I was going to say. I thought you were handling that part. Do you find anyone in town who knows anything about poetry? Really? Write it myself? I never thought of that. I'm much better when I'm spontaneous. I'll just make something up as I go along. Yes. I'll just let it come from my heart and... Fair Gwendolyn, come forth and hear my words of love!
This should be interesting.
I look at you coming down the stair, and I wonder, did you forget to brush your hair?
My hair? How could you embarrass me like this? Go away, Julian. Go away and never come back.
I guess maybe I should have planned that better. Oh, what have I done? I've ruined my whole life in 2 sentences! I can't believe it. After all the years I've spent courting her, just a handful of... No. I'll never find another woman like Gwendolyn. I'll never love again. My life will just be empty and sad. I guess. It sounds mad, but you're right. I really do want to die now, and it might as well be for a good cause.
Don't feel bad. I knew Julien was a hopeless case. A man who's sick in love is a sad man indeed. I feel sorry for him, really. I can't believe it. I said I was going to eat my dagger, didn't I? I hope you'll let me off on that one. I'm really embarrassed. Here, I couldn't manage to get a single recruit, and none that are worth our time. And I'll have my hands full whipping these three into shape anyhow. All right, recruits. Fall in. I want to see the prettiest march to Shornhelm in history.
I suppose I could use another break.
Hail, comrade. You'll have to pardon my appearance.
There must be some way to get in. There must be. Ah, a fellow student of history. You must be. No other reason to visit these gods-forsaken ruins? Fascinating place, though. You realize? Yes, the king and all his soldiers. Something happened in the final moments of the battle against the orcs of Hrothgar 15 years ago. Yes, well, that's the challenge. I was hoping, though, since you're here and you do appear capable, would you be willing to give me an escort? I knew if I came out here and hung about long enough, someone would eventually happen by to help. If I can be the one to determine what happened in King Rancer's... Yes, Hrothgar...
Think me Rancer, do you? No, I am not the Mad King. I am his betrayer. Enter the past and hear my tale. A traitor's tale it is. Lieutenant, where in oblivion have you been? Those damn sleep scrolls were useless against the brutes. The orcs breached the walls. King Rancer just wants us to keep fighting to the bitter end. Seems he wants to go out in a blaze of glory. Can't say I'm fond of that strategy, but the king's beyond reason. Damn mage he had gave him some... Before he vanished, Rizzle Jewel told the king about this last-ditch enchantment that would help us hold the Tor. We're supposed to take these packets of magical powder and pour their contents into the braziers in each of them. Kill the orcs? I don't know. What I do know is that this is our last chance, and you're the only soldier I'd trust to even make the attempt. If it doesn't do anything, go up until... Go as fast as you can, Lieutenant. Until we've tried this thing. I don't know what to...
I'm hurt. Can you help me?
Who drank the last of them? Did you hear something? Spread out!
Greetings.
Are you ready for glory, Lieutenant? Our greatest hour is at hand. Those green-skinned beasts think they have us defeated. They'll soon realize how incredibly wrong they are. Not yet, but it will. We will charge the enemy's ranks and they will see what true determination means. I've sent orders for Captain Tyrone and the Kingsguard to charge the breach in the North Wall. Tell the General to prepare his troops as well. Are you daft, Lieutenant, or just a coward? Don't make me repeat myself. Tell General Datu to prepare the soldiers to charge against the...
Well, now that the foolish experiment with the braziers has failed, has the king come to see reason? Then he has truly gone mad. There's no reason to waste further lives defending this lost cause. King will just have to be restrained. Have you seen Captain Tyern? She and I should do this. Damn it. And knowing her, she'll follow orders without question and get the king's guard killed. You'll have to find Tyern and convince her to stand down. If she refuses, look for that chest of sleep scrolls. Yes, it's actually probably best I go alone. At this point, I'll do whatever it takes. I'll give the king one last chance to listen to reason.
Hello.
Have you come to join us for the final push? The General has no authority over the King's Guard. I take my orders directly from the King. The King ordered us to charge, and that's what we're going to do. It's true that the King hasn't been acting himself. Is General Datu asking him to rescind the order? If the King decides to surrender, he still may have need of us. Very well.
Stop acting like a coward, Datu. I am your king, and I will lead you to victory today.
Your Majesty, clearly lost your mind. I'm sorry, but you leave me no choice. It is done. No further lives need to be thrown away today.
Traitor! But your feeble betrayal won't stop Rizal Jul's magic. We shall live forever, but not you. I curse you and will scatter your bones. Die, you treacherous dog! What happened to you? Looked like you were in a daze for a few moments. Stupendous. Did you see what happened to King Rancer? Was it the orcs who killed him, or are the rumors true? Was he betrayed and killed by his own? Ah, General Datu. Of course, I should have known. They say his bones were scattered around the ruins. I suppose this was Rancer's twisted idea of vengeance. Tell me, though, did you learn how we might remove the undead? Then what? Will he rise up and kill the king again? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Take the skull.
I am whole again. Meet me where I slayed the Mad King. Perhaps I can finally end this horrid existence.
Attack!
The Mad King has fallen. Come, we need to talk. Over the years, I've questioned many times whether what I did was right. I wanted to save my soldiers' lives. Yes, they are at peace. Even King Rancer, I suppose. He was a wise and courageous king at one time, you know. I hope what happened here does not further damage his legacy.
Dark days are upon us, friend. Yes, the legacy of Arkay's saints, imbued. 3 knights of Arkay obey my commands. I sent them out. Find my knights and bring back Arkay's relics. Each knight went to a different site rumored to contain a relic. Mathion went to Flyleaf Catacombs. There you are. I hope you didn't have any trouble finding this place. Ah, I take it Gwendis found you. And I assume that you dealt with Rosal Jewel? Then we are a forgotten tumble of ruins in the desolate Locrati Hills. I found a trapdoor that should grant us access to the chambers beneath, but it's locked tight. I advise caution, my friend. As with Rosal Jewel and Camp Tamrith, I have a feeling that the enemy remains at least one step ahead of us. Since I assume that Montclair's memory... Of course. It isn't as though we're trying to save Rivenspire or anything. Larea was a sweet young woman, committed to her family and infatuated with me. She didn't ask for what happened. Her father gave her command of a portion of his troops, just as he did with Rosal Jewel. She's been active in the north and east. When you